Assalamualaikum and peace upon you. My name Ahmad bin Epijon Elaya Zulkifli, and I second presenter, and first presenter my friend Muhammad bin Jamaluddin. Today I will present RULA studies in electrical wiring lab at Politeknik Tuanku Syed Sirajuddin. Introduction. Electrical wiring installation is a core subject for all first semester students of electrical wiring department at Politeknik Tuanku Syed Sirajuddin Arau Perlis. This involves all the students to perform their wiring installation practical tasks. And third, students also need to conduct a single phase domestic wiring, the wiring inspection, and finally testing the installation. Continue introduction. This photo shows the workstation 140 cm width, 195 cm height and 195 cm long. And second photo shows the electrical wiring lab at PTSS. This photo shows the halfway completed weekly practical work by students. Objective: to determine the prevalence of the MSD and body perceived exertion among the student in the electrical wiring lab Politeknik Tuanku Syed Sirajuddin PTSS through the Borg RPE scale assessment tools. Second, to analyze the significant ergonomic risk factor among the student in their weekly practical wiring tasks through RULA assessment tools. To propose an improvement design of better new workstation environment in order to give the safe workstation and safe body posture during practical tasks in electrical wiring lab. Research problem. The students are divided into several groups, each group to have within 2 to 4 students. The practical work will be conducted for 3 hours per week in 14 weeks. Based on observation, it was found that the bay is congested during practical work. Moreover, the working posture, material and tool handling, repetitive movements was their major activities during the wiring practical work. Therefore, a study of the ergonomics of the physical work is a must to identify any ergonomic issue regarding the student working in the wiring bay laboratory. The scope of study involved randomly of 5 students that are separately completing their weekly practical tasks in the different workstation. All students are male with the age from 18 to 19 years old and mainly focus their practical tasks of the wooden wall panel. To complete the task till to the end of semester, students are required to use manual hand tools such as test pens, screwdrivers, hammer, cutter, pliers and etc. On top of that, they are given materials such as conduit holder, trunking, screws, base socket box, switch panel socket, 3-pin power panel socket, lamp holder, lamp base socket and a complete set of distribution box. The main purpose of this study are to examine the body perceived exertion and others work-related posture that may cause injuries to manual handling process of the electrical panel installation during this lab work. Methodology. There are 2 methodologies we use of this research. First, Borg RPE scale and RULA. For Borg RPE scale, have to 15 rating numbers and participant. This is for participant assessment. For RULA, RULA Employee Assessment Worksheet. Employee we evaluate or researcher assessment. This is a process flow, and this show video recording for RULA assessment. And now I will pass my presentation to my friend Muhammad bin Jamaluddin. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Mr. Ahmad for your presentation for the first part of the presentation. Okay, I will continue for the second part of the presentation. Okay, this is the Borg RPA scale. The Borg RPA scale is based on 1 to 10 of the heart rate. It's designed to be linear with the heart rate, and from 6 to 20, that are actually to match the heart rate from 60 to 200 pulses per minute. On physical feeling of the worker during performing the task, so this is referred to Borg in 1982. And method of scaling is totally in an individual exertion score. SIG, which is a match of 60 beats per minute, and heart rate show the body in resting mode. It's referred to Chen, Fan, and Moore in 2002. 12 to 14 of the Borg RPE scale show the person is performing physical tasks that's a moderate intensity. It's referred to Callaghan, Khalil, Morris, and Carter in 2011. However, data is only estimation of the involved of participant. The actual heart rate result may differ to this data because the factor of physical condition of the person and the age. So this is the Borg RPE scale survey form that's given to the student. The student will evaluate their activities based on this table of Borg RPE rating. So, for the RULA is a rapid upper limb assessment. It is a fast technique and very rational for the researcher to assess the worker body posture. Body posture such as wrist, arm, upper arm, neck, shoulder, trunk, and lower arm can be assessed in a short time. This is referred to McAmey and Nigel Collett in 1993. Good data and can recognize and remember the actual problem MSD in their workplace. After modification in working postural and the working in the workstation, and assessor has the reassessing the new modification postural. Assessment with previous RULA is comparison. Okay, and the complete tool for investigating the risk related to upper limb disorder and refer to McAmey and Nigel Collett in 1993. So this is show the RULA employee assessment worksheet. So for this table, it show the RULA level categorization. We refer to the RULA score, which is 1 to 2 is a negligible, and for the action required is still acceptable. And if the score show that 3 to 4, the risk level is low and need investigate further. But if the RULA score 5 to 6, the risk level become medium and investigate further and need to change soon. For the highest score of RULA, that is 7, the reaction required investigate further and change immediately. Okay, the student in electrical wiring tasks show that they need to complete the electrical installation from 0 to the functional operation as listed below. First, they have to they are doing the conduit installation, trunking installation, cable routing for live, neutral, and up to each power socket and switch socket, ceiling lamp socket installation, wall lamp socket installation, switch socket installation, power socket installation, distribution board installation, and lastly, they are doing their testing. This is the table show that the screw attachment quantities. We can see that there's a lot of screw using in these activities. So, for the participant, okay, we take only 5 students from the age 18 and 19 to do the activities. Okay, you can see that from There are 5 male students sampled out from group of 27 students. The data taken to be demographic such as a mean and standard deviation of participant of age, weight, height and experience are tabulated in the table form in the table above. So this is the participant anthropometric data. You can see that the student anthropometric data are mainly observed on standing of the participant. All data were taken in the unit of centimeters. So activities justification. There are 6 activities in this study, but in this presentation we will focus to activity number 1. So activity number 1, the screwing and tightening the electrical cable to the wall lamp module. The activity number 2, screwing and tightening the electrical cable to the ceiling lamp module. And activity 3, screwing and tightening the electrical cable to the lower power outlet. Activity 4, manual screwing the socket box to the wood wall. Activity 5, screwing to enclose the power outlet, the lowest line. Activity 6, screwing to enclose the power outlet and the middle line. Based on the Borg RPA scale, referring to the table, activity 1 with the mean result of 15.4 and the standard deviation of 1.3, at this point, student is required to attach the base socket to the wall workstation, followed by the screwing and tightening electrical cable. The bed standing posture can be seen during this activity. This is the photo show that the activity 1 that we focus on this studies, wall lamp module installation. So the red show that how the bones or the postural of the student. Based on the score from the RULA employee assessment worksheet for this activity 1, you can see the final score is 7. Okay, for the final score is 7, that need immediate studies or immediate change. So activity 1, RULA summary. The student mount the electrical wiring cable from the base wall unit to the wall lamp socket module. At this level, student must raise their shoulder and his upper arm position will be at 90 degrees above his shoulder. From the wrist arm score column, score 7 to be matched with the neck, trunk and leg row score of 5. So, match point the final RULA score of 7 indicate high risk and call for engineering or work method change to reduce or eliminate MSD risk. So this is the compilation of RULA score and summary of the result. We can see that from Borg RPE scale result show that the mean value that's more than 15 are from activity 1. That is 15.4 with the standard deviation of 1.3. Comparing to the RULA assessment final scoring, also show that activity 1 have the final RULA score 7 are significant with Borg RPE scale rated by the student. The researcher evaluate RULA result and the participant themselves evaluate Borg RPE scale through the questionnaire. It is confirmed that the task above the shoulder will be high RULA scoring result. The wall lamp module from activity 1 located above the student shoulder. Therefore, to reduce MSD, risk factor activity 1 must be corrected. We propose that putting support or ladder with enough moving position will reduce stress to the leg and head. You can see that after the original position, if make a modification, the hand position move to normal elbow height without raise it too high. So the back pain and stress will be reduced and the head move to relaxed natural standing position. Analysis after proposing the step ladder for activity 1. Mannequin A from the figure represent the current position of the overall RULA score of 7. Mannequin B is the new posture with the use of step ladder during activity of task. It seems to be that it seems to be the mannequin B will have the upper arm position between 45 degrees to 90 degrees angle. The shoulder is not rising up and it gives 0 score in step 1A. It is believed that the score is reducing from 5 to 3. So, actual analysis on activity 1 with the step ladder. With the help of the step ladder, the student can climb to the best position, whereas the neck position is set between 0 degrees to 10 degrees angle. It appears that the score for step 9 will reduce from 4 to 1. The score for trunk and leg will remain the same with previous score. Moving to step 12, there will be a new score comparing to the previous result. The score obviously reduced to 1 from 5. When matched to the step 9, step 10 and step 11, the score in table B of RULA employee work assessment. So, the photo show that the table C will adjust the previous final RULA score from 7 to 3 at this point only need after further investigation. So this is the actual analysis with RULA and the final score became 3. As a conclusion, the research revealed any electrical wiring installation activities above the shoulder may lead to high risk and potential MSD injuries. Thus, further, the postural activity investigation is needed to reduce or avoid any MSD injuries. The Borg RPE scale and RULA employee assessment worksheet are the tools that have been used in this study. The result obtained from Borg RPE scale and RULA worksheet provided a good data relationship between them. Borg RPE scale gives the score between 10 to 16 and students reveal that the activity are light and some are heavy. The result from Borg RPE scale conclude that the above shoulder activities are heavy. RULA scoring result also indicate that the above shoulder activity will give maximum score of 7. So this will end of the slide. Thank you.